YouTube. I hit the go live button, so there you watch later, because that's where all my playlists are now. You like Turkinator, don't you? You may as well get cooking on all the characters you actually plan to play on. That's what I did today. I ran around leveling. Dude, Paladin's gonna be easy. Alright, we got music going on. Well, yeah, sure, I want to go with PvP with you guys. It's a different story if I had my Wrath gear on the server. Yeah, I saw that, Nay. I guess got back in. I might want to turn this. I might want to turn this down just a little smidget. All right, let me get the screen actually on. Turn that over. I do like this music I found though. I'll have to credit that guy after we get done. Remind me of that, if you remember. Which one's that? Is that the spell power? Is that the spirit? I mean, more spirit's always good. That's all I can tell you. All right, we're going. Well, you know, when on his good day, oh, okay, we got Strathhone. That means you got to pay attention, Nathan. So, okay. I guess Bubbles, my healer. Wonderful. I'm not exactly enthused by that, but okay. That's cool. I think what's his name was talking about that too. Joseph. Alright, let's go. Remember to watch your debuffs, Nate. I can't do that for you. Make sure to throw the holy water, loot the holy water. Well, you can get what... I'm so sick and tired of this aggro bullshit on this server. Alright, so basically we're on whitemane frostmournes. We're on frostmourne, which is whitemane's Wrath of the Lich King server, and this is one of the special things about this server. You can do ascended dungeons, which are basically mythic plus versions or mythic. versions of dungeons. You can even do ascended mode raids too on 10 and 25 man. But the gimmick here is there is an affix that you fight the game fights you with. In this one, it's you basically get a debuff, and if you don't cleanse it or throw the holy water, you instantly die. Basically, that's like the main spiel of this one, and then they just have more HP and more health, and that's about it. Just to get everybody on the same page that might watch this in the future or is watching now. There is a couple people in the chat right now. That's the lowdown. Me personally, I'm going to be cleansing of my own self. I can't see the buffs on anyone else for some reason, but that's a thing. Okay, we're going up. So basically everything can give you this debuff, even these little tiny ads. The plague carriers, basically, they can give you the stuff. But you get this holy water, which is reminiscent of the vanilla Stratham dungeon on the undead side, where you pick that up, you basically you throw that, it does AoE holy damage, and it was really powerful for paladins and priests back in the day. Even for Burning Crusade for Nightbane, in particularly. It's basically the same thing. I'll hover over it. It's pure Stratham holy water. It cures all diseases on all. It clears all diseases on nearby allies and deals like 600 holy damage to undead and demons. So, as a paladin, you're popping off. You literally are popping off at that point. So that's pretty much the spiel here. Everything else is pretty much the same about this dungeon. This person won't let me cleanse, Nathan. This priest, they won't let me do anything. I guess I'm just going to focus on DPSing. And I'm getting tricks of the trade, which I'm real... Dude, I'm popping off right now, man. Everybody's giving me everything tonight. It feels pretty good. Feels like I'm getting some... Well, dude, give me PI. I'll take it. Let's go. It's going to get reset anyway after this boss. Me as well. That's kind of how it was back in the day as well, especially with heroism, until they fixed that, because you literally could go into any raid group, and as long as you had a shaman, you won the game. It's fine. Well, you'll have some time to switch out as soon as he dies, so do so. Night Watcher is literally beating out our Rat Paladin. It's like the most geared DPS in here. I'm looking at raw data. Oh, hunter item though. I want this. Alright, go ahead and switch your gear out. We're out, huh? Okay, we're going. It's right here too. Let's go. I am going to use my tank cooldown here, which I don't really need to, but I'm going to, because this priest is having a little bit of trouble. I guess it is a Saturday night, and they're excited about something. Oh, we go backwards, backwards, backwards. I had 100 at one time, so... in one of our runs, because all I do is cleanse myself, and I only really use those if we get up on the really ones that have a real cluster of enemies. I just use those DPS really from my side, because the holy damage you deal from that is just extra threat. Okay, hold on. We're going all the way over here. I'm gonna go ahead and hug the priest, because I can. You do get that, don't you, at this point in the game? I think you get the better one in Cataclysm, though. I hugged them, they didn't hug me back. I see how it is. I am going to use my defense cooldown here. I am going to throw a holy water down and do some damage. Someone actually gave me freedom. Holy smokes. Now Tot's actually doing something with their life. But I remain... Dude, I'm right here getting my ass beat in, dude. That's where I'm at. Okay, where are we going at? Yes! Well, remember, you'll have to go back and get the dwarf, since it's the boss. I'm hoping he's just gonna, or I hope Arthas is just gonna appear up halfway, and then yeah, I'll have to go back so far. Because he should just come on his own. I was on my warlock, dude, and I actually was doing some world PvP today because people were... I was in Stranglethorn. Let's be honest, Stranglethorn is the PvP area. If you're going to be out in the open world and you're going to cause up trouble, that's normally where you go. There's a bunch of these horde ganging up on a bunch of people, and I came in there, and I was under level from all these people. I went into this area on my warlock, and I cleaned out. I cleaned house, basically. Killed all these people by myself. It was great. Ah, a tier token, man. Alright, I'm gonna go back for Arthas. Where is he? I don't see where he's at. Yeah, I see him. He's moving. Dude, Paladin is... I was looking at the Paladin talents today for Duskhaven, dude. I can't tell you how much I am just ready for this. Dude, Prop Paladin is gonna be busted on Duskhaven in every word, in every... Okay, here we go. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. He was being a noob, dude, and he died. I mean, what else? What else was there? I don't know what else to tell you. No, we ain't doing that today. We're fine. Had somebody doing that today to me today as well. They're like, stepsister, I'm stuck, and I'm like, yeah, you are. I chased this horde down into this dead end, and they're like, stepsister, I'm stuck, and I'm like, yeah, you are. You are in a pickle. Yeah, pretty much. I think Bubble's having a little bit too much of a good time. I don't think they're really doing anything. I do think this Ascended mode is pretty buggy, though, if you haven't noticed. Like, how he... Like, be honest with you, I don't think he really had a debuff. But I've noticed when I've been in here, like, when you kill the last boss, someone will just randomly die for no reason. Because of that mechanic. And it's like, I understand that they want to introduce new stuff to the game, but it's like, you gotta, like, test this stuff out beforehand. Like, extensively test it. Right, gave himself. Yeah, I haven't got nothing yet. It's all my buffs. No pain suppression, nothing. It's been all my stuff. Make sure you talk to the. I'll do it. It's fine. Yeah, someone needs. Yeah. Okay, I guess he is moving now. I don't know where everyone's at, but dang, dude, I am just blasting everyone out of the water on damage here. Well, I think, you know, I think in your case, Nate, you need to. From what I was watching tonight, Nate, and this is not me telling you a bad play or anything, this is the same thing I tell everyone else. You gotta use your cooldowns sooner than later. Like, praying suppression, when you're with other tanks, you're gonna have to use that sooner because they don't use their cooldowns on this server. So like with me, you kind of know what when to use that at this point in the game because I pretty much do all the pulls the same in every dungeon we go into, unless I tell you, okay, we're gonna do something a little squirrely tonight and we're gonna change it up. But for the most part, you know when to use it, and you can judge on when to use it. And these pug groups, when you're by yourself, you got to use it sooner than later. And PI, you're probably going to be using that on yourself if you're doing ascended or lesser content if it's not a normal on yourself. Unless you have a really good mage that actually, or mage or a warlock or something that actually knows how to play in the group. Otherwise, I would just use it on myself. A moment when I want shield throw and it's on cooldown. What? Drinking some Sprite Zero, pretending it's Kamala's voter tears. Dude, you do whatever you want, Blazing, man. If that's how you feel about it. I mean, how I feel every time I'm on X, and I'm looking up for stuff. You see a comment like that, and it's like, oh, you're reminded. Well, Trump did get in. Trump is winning. He is making people feel some ways. I think you'll have to. Like, I was looking at the disc talents tonight on Duskhaven. There is, well, right now. Well, yeah, that's true. I believe it. Make sure you watch your buffs, Nate, or your debuffs. So how you doing? How you doing, Blazing? Make sure you get inside as well, because you are kind of behind. Well, I mean, honestly, if like realistically, if there was a way to actually, I'm sure there is a way. If you took enough time to figure out how cheat engine work, like if you figure out like really the right coding and you found the right coding in the game, you could probably figure it out. But if we had a way to give us more talent points than we were supposed to, it would be cool to test that stuff out on an alternate account. Oh my god, we got two shield, or oh, we got Death Knight. That's actually one of the good ones too, because that's the one you need to actually start using Skirt Strike. But that 315 damage though is kind of popping off as well. We're up to 16 emblems again. I can't remember how many badges I need, but I need quite a few for my hunters, for my hunter and rogue, because they're going to use the same weapons. Yeah, they're 40 apiece, so I need to get 80. And then I'll be 42 agility plus 81 attack power times 2 with hit rating 17 times 2. Dun, 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 dun. So Nate, you probably are wanting, you will probably will want to go with this on your paladin. Does it get like 10 degrees? Dude, it gets negative 40 here. Negative 40. Minus 40. It gets in the negative here. I like the look of that. No, why I say that is because the sword's worthless. It doesn't have strength on it, so you want to take the agility for more crit and more dodge rating with stamina. Dude, the Iron Foe is the best one. I want that. Iron Foe is best weapon. Well, go ahead. Make sure you turn in your stuff, Nate. No, I mean, you just turn in your dailies in general so you don't forget, because you said that you weren't there, or you didn't do that, basically. That's why. Alright. As long as she did it, that's all that matters. Where's Nax? Oops, Nax Ramus. Let me know when you're done, and darn asses. Then I'm assuming you're cooking food. So. This is the trinket you need. For Shadow in particularly. That thing's pretty good. That thing is. I think you can actually get that with emblems too. Well, you'll have to look to make sure, but that thing is very powerful. For what exactly? Alright, okay. Alright. Like, where the hell is this thing? That's fine. Dude, where is this mace though? It's here. I just didn't see it. Is it off the last boss? Yeah. Alright, so we can do another Ascended dungeon, which we probably should. Get some more badges. He was talking about Hailstorm. I have that. That finally dropped. That thing actually looks pretty cool. There you go. Alright, I'm going to... actually, we need to do... I need to do the heroic daily for the conquest. You need to do that, right? Alright, let's do it. And then if you want, we can do some heroic dungeons after this. I can just go with my warrior. You go with your unholy. Or I can go with my death knight and you go with your unholy. Well, that's... Now, I would have liked it if we would have had all hands on deck and had, you know, Evo and had Tarzane here as well, but we're not going to have those two, so... He has some back problem or whatever, from what I remember him telling. It's supposed to be pretty serious. So, like, he got into a really bad... I won't get into details for obvious reasons, but he got into a really bad altercation, we'll just say that, with another person. They messed him up. I know. I know. I'm mailing something while I have the chance. Oh, fetch. I know, but still, it's still acid. His talents are pretty rough. He should have got himself improved wisdom, because that's the one you want to use. But he got everything else that matters, so... Alright, who are we missing? Got Tokyo EX coming to plus tomorrow. Oh, you're talking about that Falcom Legend of Heroes spin-off game, aren't you? Tokyo, whatever. I think that's Falcom. Alright, let's go. I was looking at that. I think I sent it to you, Nate, but if I didn't, I'm going to talk about it right now. To get something talking about right now. But that Fairy Tale game, number 2, they're doing a collab. Yeah, the crossover. The combat system in that game actually looks pretty interesting. It looks it's like a hybrid between like an action combat fused with turn based, basically. Because you have to actually import commands like a turn based game, and and it moves in real time like an action RPG. That game looks like a lot of fun. Blazing's been trying to get me on this trip to watch the anime. He's like, you're missing out on it. Yeah, he's like, you're missing out on everything. He's like, you need to get on this trip, dude. And I'm like, well, but I have to watch all the filler. I might get on it. I think he did give me a website where it cuts the filler out. Or, yeah, the filler out. But it is what it is. So, what do you think, Nate? Is Fairy Tail still your favorite anime? Or are you kind of growing away from that? Alright, I'm gonna pull it. He's gonna pull everybody. I'm gonna get out. He's dead. Alright, I'm gonna get the red one. Wish there was a purple one. Like what? I think that's on that. I think that's on that website he gave me. I might start doing something with that. But continue. Oh, dude, that one's amazing. That one is. You gotta watch the prequel movie first, though. You really gotta watch that. Oh my god, that's actually better than the actual anime. The main character of the actual manga is not the same character that's in the anime. And so basically in the anime you get a main character, right? And he is the main character of the storyline, but in the prequel movie the main character from the anime is different. Or there's two different main characters. There's the manga version and then there's the actual show, basically. The one from the manga and from the prequel movie, he is so much better, man. And you know who he is. He's the one that has that. Yeah, the cursed guy with the sword. The sword. Yeah, that one. He is so good, dude, compared to that other kid. He's the one that's got the guy, the demon thing inside of his body. Yeah, Sukuna. But I don't know. I just think that other guy was just the better main character. I just like the fact that, he was scared. He didn't want to fight nobody, but in the end, he definitely got down to do. Yeah, he had to. You gotta get down to business. You gotta do what you gotta do. And it's just like, yeah, your wife basically got cursed, and she's basically your weapon, your gun. What else, Nate? Yeah, what other ones do you feel like you gotta watch that? That is so good. There's that one. You need to watch Demon Slayer, Nate. That's a really good one. I think those are the big three. I think you need to watch the Blood War arc, Jujutsu Kaisen, and you gotta watch. I know, Nathan. I'm talking. You can't. You can't. You have to go in order every time. The you can focus the small guy. That's fine. The big guys on Ascended, if we were doing Ascended mode, I would say you need to do the big guys because as long as they link together, they buff everybody with 50% damage, and that stacks 3 times since they have three. There's 3 of them there, so it's like, and they also get another buff on top of that. They can just increases their raw damage. Episodes 125 to 150 is filler. Well, I believe it, Blazing. Naruto had a lot of filler. On Ascended, yeah, well, it goes to 3. I know, but on Ascended, they get another one. And they get the mirror image on top of that. So it is just completely AIDS. I was trying to set up Nate, and he opened up too soon. And I didn't really feel like, taking care of him right there. Because that's all because I'm talking to you, and I'm trying to set up, so... They need to lay off the gas just a little bit. I got into this web manga though. It's called King's Game. That's been pretty good. No, it's this kid and his brother is his mom. It basically this kid's brother is this gangster leader. Basically, he ends up dying, or supposedly he dies. I think he's still alive in the story, but basically he dies and they never got along with each other, and then basically he goes to get that guy's pretense, or he goes and gets his brother's belongings basically, and his phone's in there, and he gets bullied the entire time at his school, so he uses his phone to basically tells his brother's gangster squad, come over here and beat the shit out of this guy that's kicking my ass, basically. And they come over there and they beat this guy to a bloody pulp, and it just goes on from there. It's kind of cool. There you go. He's got it. I just want to make sure he used it because I want to do some damage too. That's great, dude. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm gonna put this down sooner so I get the first tick. Anything Yee's like that, like anything Yee's like I want. Listen, there's a lot of games that are like Yee's, man. You just gotta go out there and find them. I want the new Yee's game. It's kind of similar. It's not the same thing, but it is pretty similar. You need to play the other ones. You gotta play Yee's 4 and Yee's 7, particularly on Steam. Yeah, a little bit. Tales is more of Trails is more of a turn-based RPG, but yeah, they're in the similar vein of that. It's more like Ys is more on the lines of it's an action RPG like Zelda, but you're exploring and doing stuff. And honestly, I like Ys. I'm gonna actually say something that's probably gonna upset a lot of people, but I like Ys better than Zelda. I never could get into the Zelda games. Kind of. I'm. I thought about it, Nate, but I'm just like, well, we're gonna set up. I think he learned his lesson. Living Bomb. Dude, Mage is pretty good, though. I'm gonna wait a second. We're going in. I don't feel confident without Divine Plea because that's like 10% damage mitigation that I don't have, but I'm just gonna let it go because he's dying. Yeah, he's dead. I don't even worry about it. Dude, I was pumping some numbers, dude. When I actually get heroism with Seal of Vengeance, dude, the game's on. We really need a shaman. We really need a hand. We need 2 shaman players because we already got Hilda as 1. I mean, you could level 1. Can't decide what to listen to. Scary stories or more streams about Kamala Harris and supporters crying. I think you should do something. Listen to something proactive. No one's called 1. That's why I'm trying to. I'm on a rage. Yeah, you going first though. Yeah, but you going first though. Alright, he's going first. Alright, let's go. As long as at least somebody knows when they're going second. I'm suppose. Okay, you're going 2. Alright. We're good then. Well, they got 3 stacks of poison on it, so. Well, I never see that debuff, so. Okay, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out of there. They probably will. They don't know what they're doing, man. What pisses me off about people that all they want to do is DPS, and when they do want to heal, it's like you don't take it seriously. You don't learn this shit. You know it would be World War III if she was president. Dude, listen. If she got in, dude, it would be worse than that, dude. Everybody would be just a femboy at that point. That's what. Yeah, that's exactly what would happen. All right, get out, get out, get out, get out. Well, I did AoE the two that was near me. As long as even if I hit the boss, if I'm not next to him, it still ricochets off them, which is pretty nice. Come on, get me up, buddy. Alright, he should be dead. Oh, okay. I thought he actually died, but I guess not. Alright, there we go. Pretty much. Alright, well, I'll agreed on it then. Unless you're just gonna need for it. I would just need for it if you want to transmog. Well, yeah, I'll take the staff as T-Mog now and give it back to you. No staffs for me. Yeah. I do got you a couple of things, Nate, now that I actually looked at my inventory, since I did that Strathhome, and I think we did another one. But that's a paladin, so let's find you. Well, actually, you're not even here. You're in Hellfire Peninsula. I'll mail it to you. Cooking. Something. Well, I got first aid maxed out. I got cooking to 356. So cooking's going to be my next thing to really work on. It's the best prole arm in Wrath, basically. You get the. So my druid set and rogue set, like the druid set in particularly, I use that prole arm, and then hold on, let me I think that's actually a recolor of the set that I'm thinking of. So we need to go to, I think it is a recolor. So you know, I won't be able to look it up by sets. And it's going to be 25 man, so yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, we're cooking now. I'm gonna look at what you said, Blazing, in just a second. This set actually looks amazing. Actually, those other boots were actually it. Surprisingly. Yeah. But yeah, you put that set on, by the way. With that pole arm, that's like the best druid set in the game for feral. That's the rogue recolor. I'm telling you, I love that set, by the way. That set is awesome. I can't find the belt though for some reason, but I'm sure it'll come up here pretty soon. There they are. Now, I would replace the helmet with this. You already know where this is going, Nate. I'm gonna look at what Blazing said as well. I haven't forgot what he just said something a second ago. I would use this over the helmet, but I wish I could find more sad video game songs. I only have 3 I can play to make fun of my sisters, and then Ice Cream from Samurai Warriors 4 is one of them. Well, dude, there's a lot of that kind of music, especially in RPGs. You gotta just get into, official soundtracks on YouTube and be a part of that. I think he left. Yeah. No, I'm talking about Blazing. Like, I think he left the chat, so. And then, like, as a rogue, Nate, I would use those daggers with that set. I mean, come on. You can't tell me that set with the blindfold and those dag. Really? It took. Yeah. Okay. That's true. Well, I got up at 2 today, so that wasn't too bad. well, Nate, if you're wanting to go to bed, that's fine. Oh yeah, before you go, can you do berserking, or is that you not have enough for that? If you can't, because I got my new rat weapon and I don't have an enchant on that. Let me find it. Well, I guess I could just put my gear on and that would make everything work at that point. There. I did. The big boy weapon. I didn't go to no mud hunters, dude. No. Alright, let's put this here. This over here. Yeah, I don't even have a DPS wrist at all, so this actually works out. Alright, I'm gonna shut the stream down because we're definitely okay, we're gonna stop that.